3 aspects of my life based on these 3. As kids, especially today, kids are very, very smart, they are very updated, and even in the past, kids always have dreams कि मुझे ये बनना है लाइफ में, चाहे वो डॉक्टर हो गया, इंजीनियर हो गया, टीचर हो गया, म्यूजिशियन हो गया, जो भी हो. For me, it was a little different because मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि मुझे लाइफ में क्या बनना है, but I was 100% sure कि मुझे क्या नहीं करना है. So I was sure कि मेरा लाइफ में अगर कुछ नहीं करूँगी चलेगा, लेकिन मैं डॉक्टर नहीं करूँगी. And इसकी वजह क्या थी? Because there were too many doctors around me. And जब 2 डॉक्टर्स मिलके बैठ के बात करना शुरू करते हैं ना, they are lost in their own world. They don't know who's sitting next to them. उनको उनकी बातें समझ में भी आ रही हैं या नहीं, वो बोर हो रहे हैं या नहीं. But they are just in their own world. And I had this perception as a kid कि सारे डॉक्टर्स ऐसे ही होते हैं और मुझे इनकी तरह नहीं बनना है. तो इसलिए डॉक्टर नहीं बनना ये मेरा शौक. Now, to give you a small background about my family, my mom comes from a family which is very liberal. So if she wanted to do something, she would be allowed to do that, but she was not very ambitious कि मुझे ये बनना है या कमाना है. So she was a happy-go-lucky girl. My dad comes from a family where teaching was the main profession. So my dadaji was a teacher, my 2 buas were teachers. When he started off his career, he started off as a professor. So then he diversified, of course. But basically teaching was the main background there. So same professions. And my sister was sorted. She was always like my elder sister कि मुझे होम्योपैथी करनी है. तो उसके लिए भी इतना कुछ सोचने की या रिसर्च करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी थी कि क्या करना चाहिए. सो वी वर ऑल वेरी कंप्लेसेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ करियर प्लानिंग. कभी कोई रिसर्च नहीं की, कभी कोई इतना डिस्कशन नहीं किया बाहर कि हाँ व्हाट आर द अपकमिंग प्रोफेशंस एंड ऑल दैट, क्या लेना चाहिए क्या नहीं लेना चाहिए. सो वी जस्ट लाइक गोइंग ऑन एंड आई फेल्ट हैप्पी बाय दिस थॉट ऑफ माइंड कि हाँ ये नहीं करना है, बाकी कुछ भी हो. कि भाई फॉर एग्जाम्पल दैट 10 प्रोफेशंस, एक एलिमिनेट किया तो भी 9 चॉइसेस हैं, लेकिन उन 9 में क्या करना है नहीं पता. सो आई ग्रो अप विद दैट थॉट. 10th में आई स्कोर्ड लाइक अबाउट 82% एंड डिसेंट इनफ टू गेट एन एडमिशन. एंड पहले से कॉमर्स करेंगे, फिर सोचा जो साइंस ले लेते हैं. एंड साइंस द कंप्यूटर साइंस बिकॉज बायोलॉजी वॉज समथिंग दैट वाज नॉट गोइंग टू टेक अप. कंप्यूटर साइंस लिया. 11th went off well. 12th में बाय द टाइम आई रीच्ड there was another revelation in life कि मैंने इंजीनियरिंग नहीं करनी. Because 12th का maths again was integration, derivatives, hyperbola, parabola were all like aeroplane for me. I could understand nothing out of it. So I was like engineering नहीं करनी है, and that also showed in my results. I scored a 67%. So engineering के doors were also like almost shut for me. So now what? I'm talking about 2000, and that is when the course of Bachelor of Mass Media was introduced by Mumbai University. And for me, that was like debut, honestly. It was like a profession created, a course created for me because I was somewhere interested in that creative line of things. And Bachelor of Mass Media offered the specializations in advertising and journalism. So I was like sorted the हाँ चलो ये course है, I will specialize in advertising and I am done. But like every profession comes with a perception कि हाँ doctors हैं तो yes respect, engineer है तो studious. Similarly, the profession of media also had certain perceptions attached to it. कि media का profession है, what you attach to this is the glamorous life, लड़की है, and this is all like 20-21 years back I'm talking about. So how will she go? The atmosphere there is very dirty. It's very that kind of thing. So social pressures कि are you sure you want to do this? मीडिया लाइन में जाना है, इट्स नॉट वेरी सेफ, इट्स नॉट वेरी गुड, इट्स नॉट वेरी क्लीन एंड ऑल दैट. बट समवेयर आई वाज कन्विंस्ड कि नहीं मैंने ये नहीं करना. आई टोल्ड माय सेल्फ प्रभुति बैचलर ऑफ मास मीडिया इज व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू. सो आई इन अ वे fought with the social pressures that I was facing, despite knowing that there are all sorts of idols and questions being raised. Despite not having a single clue about what the media industry is like, because पूरे खानदान में कोई दूर दूर तक related नहीं था इस industry से. So I had no background about the industry. Despite not being aware of how this new course will shape up, because it was the first batch. So whether it will be good or bad, will it gear up for us for the industry enough or no? I still decided to go in for it based on my gut feel, based on my interest. That yes, I need to go for this. And after that, I have spent 13 long years in the media industry in public relations. Now, 13 years is not a short period for to spend in any industry if it is not worth it, if you're not interested in it, if it is not good enough. So that was the first major decision that I took for myself, where I stuck to what my heart told me, कि नहीं विभूति ये करना है, and I went for it. The second instance that I would like to share here is, while I was into the profession, I spent like 9 years into a proper job setup until 2011. After that, I started on my own as an independent consultant in the same domain, that is public relations and social media marketing. And but the way media had started functioning had changed quite a lot. You know, like how journalists and the media industry functioned in 2005, 6 and 7 was very different than what it had changed to now in 11, 12, 13 times. So somewhere I was not very comfortable, not very happy, and there was this constant thought कि यार मजा नहीं आ रहा, कुछ और करना. So what next? Now, of all the options, I chose law. Law was always a point of interest, but I had never thought of it as a career building. And now here I had time at hand. The classes were happened in the morning, that's 7:30 to 10:30 and all of that. So you had the flexibility for your work. And I was still continuing as an independent consultant. So now this was like a major decision because this was going to be a career switch. After 13 years of your professional experience, you are looking at a career switch at the age of 32. So again, I have these social pressures, these questions coming up that at the age of 32 people settle down in their profession, शादी करनी है, शादी के बाद फिर आप अपना नया करियर शुरू करने की बात कर रहे हो यहाँ पर, एंड लॉ क्लासेस 3 साल की हैं, LLBs for 3 years, तो कल को शादी हो जाएगी तो फिर आप अपना कोर्स कैसे करोगे, सुबह सुबह कैसे जाओगे, ये वो घर के रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज होंगी. सो why take it up? What is the need for it? कुछ करना है तो अपने मीडिया प्रोफेशन में आगे करो. Now this was one thing that I could never understand. कल जो होने वाला है या होगा, कब होगा, कैसे होगा, पता नहीं है. But in the anticipation that tomorrow something will happen, why should I hold back my today? Why shouldn't I go ahead and fulfill my dreams which I have today? In anticipation of something that I will have to meet tomorrow. And जिसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि कब होगा, कैसे होगा, and all of that. So I still decided to go ahead with that. And I enrolled into LLB in 2014 while continuing with my consultancy in public relations and social media marketing, because obviously I also had to continue earning money. Not that I had financial crunch or something, any kind of liability, but you know, once you get into that flow of earning money, you don't want to stop that. So I enrolled into LLB, and I think I was somewhere inherently passionate about the field because it showed in my academic results. स्कूल में कभी टॉप नहीं किया, खाली 5th स्टैंडर्ड में एक बार फर्स्ट आई थी, बट LLB के हर सेमेस्टर में I topped consistently, and I'm a gold medalist in LLB. Which is after going back to college after 11 years of my graduation, which is not easy because 2003 is when I graduated. 2014 I get back to college with majority of the crowd. I mean, a class of 60, I think almost 50 students were like fresh college pass outs from 12th and graduates. Hardly about 5 or 7 of us would have been of my age, in their 30s. But it was a different class, a different atmosphere, a different challenge to me, but I did it. And LLB हो गया, 2017 is when I passed out of LLB. Now I also want to go in for LLM, my masters. Why masters? Again, I had a reason for that. Because tomorrow if I want to get into academics, LLM is a must. That is the basis. So even if I have like 50 years of work for practicing experience, I still can't get into teaching if I don't have LLM. So LLM was the basic requisite if I ever wanted to get into teaching, even as a visiting faculty. And that is why I decided to go ahead for it. कि भाई 3 साल तो चलो पढ़ाई कर ही रहे, 2 साल और उसी फील्ड में हो जाएंगे. But again the same questions coming up. LLB हो गया, बस करो, शादी करनी है, and all that. LLM करके क्या करोगे? And all those questions coming up. I said nothing doing. I am going for LLM. And the reason being because I'm looking at it more from a futuristic point of view. So I went ahead. Again, my academics proved me right. I'm a gold medalist in LLM as well. I majored into intellectual property rights. The reason of choosing law was basically two. Interest though was one part of it, but the first main reason was there's a lot of scope in the profession. Today in India we have only about 20 to 22 lakh lawyers in a country of 130 crore. So you can imagine the ratio that's there, you know. And just scope hai wahan paisa to hai obviously. The second thing was there is no age barrier, neither an entry age barrier nor an exit age barrier. So even at the age of 32, I could enter law, and no exit barrier, which means I can practice even till the time I'm 70, 75 if I want to, till the time I'm interested in the profession. I can continue practicing it. So because of these two reasons, keeping the future perspective in mind is why I chose law over any other career as the other second option. Now this is as far as my academics was concerned, my professional thing was concerned. I would like to share with you another third aspect of my life. I've intentionally kept it at the last because I am more passionate about this than even my academics, and that is my sports profession. Like she just mentioned, I am a national level pistol shooter, and I say that very easily right now here, but yes, there's a lot of emotional and mental and there's a lot of effort and hard work that's gone behind it. How I started off with it was primarily out of curiosity. In 2012, I got to know that there is a shooting range in Ville Parle, which is Prabodhankar Thapre Sports Complex. And just out of curiosity, I wanted to check it out. So I went in, and there it was only rifle shooting, no pistol shooting at that point there. So देखा, and they used to use these rifles जो पुलिस वाले use करते हैं N95 that थक करके आप बोलते हो, and you insert the pellet and again that rough and tough one. So demo देखा, I liked it. I said okay fine, let me enroll for the intro course, and I enrolled into it. I would go for practice 3 or 4 days in a week, and then there were some internal club matches for freshers. Participated in that, got some good decent results. So I never had any sort of specific ambition at that point कि मुझे किस level तक खेलना है. So I was taking it like one step at a time. कि first step पार किया, then think about the second step पार किया, then think about the third. So once I kind of settled at the local level, then I thought let me try my hands at the competitive level. So then I played my first competitive match at the state level, which is held for Novoisis, in 2012. And I scored well. I scored like 373 out of 400, and I won a gold. So I was like, okay, I know how to shoot. I can shoot. So I said, okay, fine. Why not continue? And all this while, people were thinking, "Hi, तो hobby के लिए कर रही है, ठीक है करने दो." Even I never thought I'm going to take it so seriously. So I said, fine, let's continue. After that, for 2 years, my score was stagnant, and I could not find a good rifle coach close to my place. I said, can't believe. And the closest was Dadar, so that was too far for me to travel, with my rifle and everything. So in 2014, I came to know about this Ronak Pandit Shooting Academy opening up at Goregaon Sports Club. So Goregaon is obviously much closer, and that is when I decided to shift to pistol. Now, so I held a pistol for the first time in 2014, which is the air pistol. Now, even in air pistol, for 3 years, I struggled to qualify for nationals. I was playing nationals, but on wildcard entry. But officially, I was qualified only after 3 years. So there was a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance, a lot of determination to stick to the game, and that happened only because of my love for the game. There was some kind of excitement, there was some kind of kick that I would get every time I held the pistol. And I was like, I can't leave it. I just can't leave it. And I continued. I was like, इस साल नहीं ठीक है, next year, उस साल नहीं, उसके next year, but qualify करेंगे. And I would say that 2018 was the turning point for me in my shooting career. 2017, when I went for my nationals, I was generally researching online, and I came across these international open championships, wherein any shooter can participate, irrespective of what level they are playing in their country. They can come and participate there on their own expense, of course, and be a part of the international arena. So I said, why not? Okay, I'm not a national qualified shooter yet, but let's go for my first international exposure. And that's when I applied for it. So I spoke to my coach here. I said, I'm interested in going for this. He said, yeah, why not? So we probably try and take a group from our own club, and you can join us. Great. January आता है, the tournament happens in May and the applications have to be sent by Jan end of February mid. Jan आते आते they cancel the plan. Even we are not getting many shooters here, so we are not taking the entire group. So it stands cancelled. But it's like मैंने मन बना लिया था कि नहीं मेरे को खेलना है international इस साल. So what do? I asked him that is there anybody else you know who's taking a group? And that's why he connected me to a friend of his who's based in Dehradun. He was taking a group. He said he's a friend of mine, so I don't mind if you go with him. Great. So then I connected with him, finalized everything sorted, and I take off for Germany. So now hote it finally happened. Now when I land there, obviously I interact with shooters who are beyond Maharashtra, beyond Mumbai rather. You know, with shooters from Uttar Pradesh, senior shooters from Madhya Pradesh, and international shooters of course. Because that was my first international exposure. And you know, it's like it was during that trip or that tournament that God also started creating opportunities for me. It was my patience of 3 years that started paying because I started interacting with senior shooters, started getting their guidance, tips, and you know, I mean, it changed my entire shooting game. Even from the basics, my style of shooting, my methods, my techniques changed completely. It was there I met a person who was responsible for the 3 medals that I won in 2019. It was under the guidance of a senior shooter there where my shooting technique completely changed. So this was 2018. You know, so my patience of 3 years, God finally kind of blessed me with opening opportunities and doors for me. 2019 is then when I started with firearms, which is your 25 meter, where you actually use those bullets. And within a span of 3 months, I won my first medal at the state level, and then 2 more during the year. So that is how I kind of graduated even in shooting. And with a lot of opposition कि भाई कल को शादी होगी तो आप या तो लॉ कर पाओगे या शूटिंग कर पाओगे, दोनों तो कर नहीं पाओगे, एक छोड़नी पड़ेगी. And this was one thing that would honestly irate me. It would actually anger me. Why? Because there will be additional responsibilities, tell me that. But how to handle them, don't tell me that. That I will handle it. I know I will have a responsibility towards my family. I know I will have additional members. I know that I will have to give time to my family. But let me decide how do I do that. Why are you telling me that I will have to leave something that I love? If required, I will do that, but let me decide that. And that is why I always say listen to everybody, but do what your heart says is right. So that tomorrow you do not live with the regret कि काश मैंने कोशिश की होती तो हालात आज अलग होते.
You may try, it may not work out, but then success भी आपकी है, failure भी आपका है. You have nobody else to blame. You will not say that if I had done this, then it would have been something else. So dream and take the first step and stick to your dreams is all I want to say, because that's what I have done irrespective of my age, irrespective of the circumstances, and it is because of that I am here today standing in front of you and talking to you. Thank you so much.